Preferred strategy for Enneagram Type 5 is striving to feel detached. There are a lot of great qualities about this. While it might seem like something negative on the surface, we realize that detachment is critical to being a leader. Really, it's critical to almost any pursuit, the ability to step back and divorce our emotions from our decisions. As a parent, for example, you might want to give your child ice cream every time they ask for it, but that would not make you a good parent. It might satisfy this emotional need you have to make your child happy, but in the long run, it would do more damage than good. As a leader, you might have to make decisions that you know are not going to make everybody happy, but you have to be able to divorce your emotions from it and make those decisions anyway. Now, fives can fall into the pattern of damaging relationships by defining what it means to feel detached in too narrow a way. What I see very often when I work with fives is they have a tendency to not be responsive to requests for information or attempts at engagement. They want to create this emotional distance between themselves and others, and that distance doesn't need to be something extreme, but just a feeling like I have my own sense of space. What this causes them to do is frustrate other people by being not responsive. Somebody sends an email to the five doesn't respond, the person sends another email. Then they send a text message, and then they call, and then they stop by the five's office asking for information. From the five's end, they feel like they're being bombarded by requests, when in fact, a simple response in the first place would eliminate all those other attempts to communicate and take up the time and emotional space of the five. So fives really grow when they start to learn, I'll have the sense of detachment I want in the long term if I become more responsive in the short term. If I give a quick answer to people, they'll leave me alone. Fives also start to grow when they practice what we call conscious practice. Fives are great at intellectualizing. They're great at learning about things. They're great at knowing about tennis, even if they don't play tennis. They're great at knowing about driving a race car, even if they don't drive a race car. The problem is that at some level they start to lose confidence in their ability to actually engage. They start to feel that everything I know is just up in my head, but not really in my body, and I'm not sure if I'm capable of performing in the world. By learning to actually practice the things that they think about in their head, they develop confidence in that ability to engage in the world. If it's interacting with other people, making small talk, or giving a presentation, picking one person each day to just have a short conversation with and put that mental ability into some practice will unleash the five's capabilities. So if you're working with a five, or if you're a five yourself, remember that I can feel more detached in a healthier way in the long term if I'm a little less detached in the short term. And that by actually getting out there and engaging in the world and practicing the skills that I learn in my head, I'll be far more effective.